argue that 2022, a lot of people thought overturning Roe v. Wade would end up being a good thing.
Right.
We know what the Democrats are going to do. They're going to demagogue Republicans like they always do. They're racist, sexist, misogynist, homophobic, all that stuff. But more, democracy in peril. They hate Donald Trump. January 6th. But then the issue of abortion. I think it played a very big part. They demagogued that issue in 2022 in the midterm. And I think it hurt Republicans. You took a strong stand on IVF. Where are you on that, and what is your message to other candidates, and where are you on abortion?
So I saw the IVF, and a judge in Alabama made a very harsh decision. It was very, very tough. And I came out immediately, and I said, we want to help women. This is fertilization. They're having a hard time having a baby, to put it very simply, and they're helped by clinics and others. And all of a sudden, it was stopped in Alabama, and I put out a very strong statement that we're totally in favor of it. I got a call from Katie Britt, a very wonderful young senator in Alabama, and she said friends of mine were coming up and like almost attacking her. They were so upset about it. And I said, what's the issue? What is it? Explain. What is it exactly? And we're talking about the IVF. And I said, we want that. We want people to help. We're on the side of women. And say,
did Donald Trump really just say he's on the side of women? Yikes. The part I want you to focus on is where he got a phone call from an Alabama representative saying that her constituents were up in arms that this right would be taken from them. Translation, a bunch of white women got really upset that this started affecting their rights. Let's take a listen to what Donald Trump thinks about taking women's right to choose away.
And same thing on the abortion issue. The abortion issue, now, I'm for the exceptions like Ronald Reagan was for the exceptions, and I think it's very important.
Rape access mother's life.
Correct, life of the mother. I think it's a very important thing, the exceptions. I also think that they are the radicals because they will kill the baby in 8 months, 9 months. Under Roe v. Wade, they had the right to kill the baby after birth.
Did a man running for president of the United States really just say that? Did he really just say that the left is doing that to kids after they're born? This is why legislators should stay out of medical decisions for all Americans, particularly women. I'd personally love to know where all these board-certified doctors are doing that to children after they're born, or even in their 8th, 9th trimester. And the mothers, too, the mothers that carry this child in their womb for 8, 9 months, you think they go into labor and they all of a sudden decide, you know what, I don't want it. Let's just take care of it right now. Come on.
I mean, literally after birth in some cases.
Well, that was the governor of Virginia at that time.
Right. That's right.
I was talking to your friend Gavin Newsom. I asked him 4 times in a row. I said, are there any limitations at all? He would not answer.
Yeah.
A lot of Democrats said that that no government official should ever get between a doctor and her patient. Okay, that means no exceptions.
For the people in the back and, for the slow ones, saying that the decision should be made between a doctor and a woman does not mean that we don't believe in exceptions or that there's no limitations. We're saying it's up to the doctor. I didn't go to med school. Did you go to med school? No. Did Hannity go to med school? No. Did Trump go to med school? No. None of us did. And that's the point.
Dobbs said 15 weeks.
Right.
That's just about a little over first trimester.
So more and more I'm hearing about 15 weeks, and I haven't decided yet.
What does this dude mean he hasn't decided yet? He hasn't decided if that's okay or not? Again, why legislators should stay out of patient-doctor relationships.
Also, we got it back to the states where it belongs. And by the way, a lot of states are taking very strong stances. Ohio voted.
15 states, 15 weeks.
Correct. I mean, a lot of states are taking very strong stances. You look at Kansas, Ohio, and it's going to be the law within the state.
So the legislator from Alabama whose constituents were upset that the white women wouldn't have access to IVF, I'm guessing are likely the same people who are against giving abortion access to others. What's sad is we removed a federal protection for a woman's right to abortion access in favor of giving it back to the states. That was a problem in the first place, that states like run by conservatives would base their decisions on religion instead of what was right and wrong. So again, for you guys in the back, yeah, this one's for you. Maybe it's time for conservatives, particularly men, to sit this one out. Doctors have the Hippocratic Oath. And at this point, I trust that a hell of a lot more than Republicans.